dire l'histoire d'une nuit de désespoir où, en Italie, dans un petit bar, je tentais de noyer mon cafard. Oh, je m'en souviens très bien de cette nuit-là. Je me plaignais d'une plaie qui, en jupon, est mal soignée. La belle m'avait bel et bien laissé choir. J'avais envie de pleurer ou de la passer au hachoir. Quand au bout du bar, j'ai avisé un petit type à l'air bizarre.
We go, we got to get those corporate and foundation grants. We got to get that corporate and foundation money. That's not where the money is. The money is with individuals. The average American last year gave over $1,000. Now, the interesting thing is that on our tax returns, we claimed on average over $2,000 apiece. But we did give over $1,000, and you go, like, no way, I didn't give $1,000. Start adding it up. The money you give to church or temple, the raffle tickets, the Girl Scout cookies, the wrapping paper, the check for $100 because you haven't brought in your quota. Pretty soon it starts to add up, and all of a sudden you realize, whoa, I gave a lot more than $1,000.
What is speaking about? What is it that audiences are really looking for when they bring Renata Rafferty in? I know that I'm brought in for only one thing. Teach us how to embrace the change that we know is coming and make sure that we really understand the change that's coming. I want to suggest to you that giving to charity is very much like investing. In fact, John Rockefeller said, giving should be approached in the same careful way as investing because giving is investing. Bill Gates himself said, it's a lot harder to give money away effectively than it is to get it. And he should know, he's got a lot of it. And now he's giving a lot of it. So how do we define what constitutes a strong charity and the kind of charity we want to make an investment in?
Do you invest in organizations that are having some hard times? Let me ask you this. Would you invest in a good company that's having some hard times? That might be the best time to invest. Our stockbrokers don't tell us to just invest in blue chip stocks. Otherwise, we'd all be walking around with, IBM and Coca-Cola. Yes, the risk is a lot lower, but maybe the return on the investment is a lot lower too. Don't be afraid to go with young, vibrant, smaller, transitioning charities. Sometimes they're as effective and maybe more than the large blue chip charities.
So in terms of what I cover relative to the charitable philanthropic sector, the independent sector, the third sector, this force of industry, it oftentimes ranges from the most basic questions to some of the most complex questions of economics, politics, social history, social change.
I do want to go out by saying that the foreword in your book was written by one of the celebrities who is well known for his charitable donations. In fact, he does food and makes a living for charities at doing it, Paul Newman.
Absolutely.
What did he say?
Well, essentially said, this is a good guide, a good book, a basic book that I wish had been written years earlier because I could have used it.
Nice. Very nice.
It's a fun book, too. Don't just give it away.
Renata Rafferty, thank you so much. Once again, the name of the book, Don't Just Give It Away. Good to see you.
Thank you, Valerie. Essentially, I have one job to do, and that is to talk about the change that is coming, to talk about the wave that's going to come through this room right after me, whether it's an economic force, whether it's a social force, whether it's a cultural force, to make you understand the outline of that wave and then show you how to ride it.
In Toronto, in Mexico City, in London, in New York, where so many, many, many women have reached out to the sisters who came before them and the sisters who are coming up after them to make change in the world and to make change in our community. We can struggle as individuals. We can succeed as a team, as a league, as an army. Please don't stop. And thank you again, our older sisters, for all you have done for us. Thank you.